So far, we have seen that the pipe stress for thick-walled piping is determined using different equations than for thin-walled piping, as the variability of the through-the-wall stress cannot be neglected. The equations for stress inside the pipe walls become rather complicated for thick-walled piping. You can imagine that this influences other design aspects as well. In this lesson, we will discuss the influence of thick-walled piping on the determination of the minimum required wall thickness and have a look at how this is implemented in the EN 13480 and the B31.3 design codes. Let's start with the general implementation of thick-walled piping in your design. We will start by determining the minimum required wall thickness for thick-walled piping. This is done by rewriting LeMay's equations. The minimum required wall thickness is determined by dividing the inner diameter by 2 and multiplying it with a factor that is dependent on the design stress and the design pressure. Let's take a moment to quickly compare the equations for thin-walled and thick-walled piping. We see that both definitions have a factor of outer diameter over 2. The major difference between the two equations is the pressure and stress term. For thin-walled piping, this is a simple pressure over design stress. However, for the thick-walled equation, this is a more elaborate term, and we have seen this before. This term arises because the stress distribution through the wall is taken into consideration. We have seen that the thin-walled relation is only valid for low wall thickness, while the thick-walled relation is valid for all wall thicknesses. Still, pipe stress engineers have a preference to use the thin-walled relation over the thick-walled relation where possible, since the pressure stress factor of the thin-walled assumption is much less complicated than the thick-walled relation. The question now becomes, when does the thin-walled assumption become invalid, and at what point do we switch to LeMay's equation for thick-walled piping? You can use your engineering judgment for this, but this question is also answered in the piping design codes. Each design code answers this question in a different manner.